So there's 3 ways and 3 types of customers that you can have when going out there and getting delivery work. 3 ways that you're going to do it and 3 types of customers that you can target. So my name's Tommy. I started and founded Tommy Courier Services, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 different types of work that you can get as a courier. So number 1 is apps. Apps on your phone, applications that you can use, log into and pick the jobs that you want to pick. So once you're set up as a courier, it's very easy to download a few apps. There's some free apps, some paid apps, and apps that you can use to go out there and do deliveries. These are very easy, they're very simple, but they're not the best paying in the world. The reason for this, there's a lot of people on these apps. It's the easiest way to go out there and get deliveries, which means there's a lot of people doing it, which means the demand is quite high. So that means obviously they don't pay as well as when you've got your own customers, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Some of these apps that you can use is the delivery app. You can use an app called CX. And there are also a few other apps that you can use when you work with companies directly, which I'll talk about just in a moment, where they'll give you an app that you can download, use, go out there, make deliveries. These apps are very simple to use. All you would basically do is have a look at the app, see the job, you either accept or decline. Once you've accepted the job, it'll give you the collection address. You head there, collect the goods it tells you to collect, drive to the delivery point, do the delivery, take a picture of the delivery, upload all of this to the app, and then get paid. It's really that easy and that simple, and that's pretty much how you use the apps. Very easy to use, very simple, very straightforward, and a great place to start. So the second type of customer and second type of jobs that you can get is subcontractor work. So what is subcontractor work? Subcontractor work is basically when you take work off of larger courier companies who are already established, who have their own customer base. You're going to do a job for them on their behalf, and then they're going to pay you a percentage of the job for doing the job for them. Let me explain what this means. If there is a company, let's say AA Couriers, and they have a contract with Rolls-Royce to do these deliveries, they can sell that to you, get you to do the job, and then they will take a percentage for themselves and they will give you some money as well for doing the job. But the only downside to this is that obviously you're not going to get the full value of the job. They're going to be taking a percentage for themselves. However, the advantage of this over apps on your phone is that there's always regular guaranteed work, and you're going to be working with a company directly. So any issues, any problems that you might have, you have this company that you're working with, that you're working underneath directly, which makes it a lot easier and a lot more straightforward. A few ways to find these companies is basically looking on Google at courier companies in your area, drop them an email, give them a call, or you could refer to the subcontractor database that I have available, and you basically get in touch with these companies, tell them what area you're in, what van you've got, tell them that you've got the right insurances, what days you can work, and then they should be able to start drip feeding you some work. If you do a good job, they'll come back and they'll use you time and time again. So that's subcontractor work, that's how to get it, and that's what it's all about. And then the last way and the last type of customer that you can have is direct customers, direct clients, whether it be on a contract or an ad hoc basis. So what this means is that instead of having the subcontractor in the middle who's going to give you the work from their customer, you have the customer directly for you and your business, which means that when they need a courier, they come to you directly. They phone you, they email you, they book the job with you, and then you go out there and do the delivery. Direct customers are a little bit harder to find, but they're also the best paying because there's no one else taking money off of the job to keep for themselves. It's all going to you and your business. The best way to find direct customers is by 1, having a strong established brand for your courier business. 2, building industry contacts, looking at who you already know and networking with these people, speaking to these people to try and drive some business in. And then you can also go down the route of families and friends, getting the word around, and you never know. From one customer alone, if you go out there and get one customer, that customer also has their own customers, and they could potentially refer you to 3, 4, 5, 6 more customers, which are all going to book with you directly. And before you know it, it's like a snowball effect. Your business just starts to grow and grow and grow. A few years back, I had one customer that I was working with who was importing PPE, medical wear, from China, and he was importing this into the UK in crates and pallets and so on and so forth. He would then sort this in his warehouse and ship it all around the country, and he used our courier company to do this. But then on the other end of his deliveries, he had other companies that he was working with, and then before we knew it, he'd given our number to 2, 3, 4, 5 other companies that he was working with. And through that one customer alone that we had, we now have over 6 customers that all come from just that one contract. So once you start to get your own direct customers, it's very easy to grow the business. So that's the 3 types of customers you can get there. You can get customers from applications on your phone, you can get subcontractor work, and then also your own direct customers. That's the 3 customers as Courier work and what they're all about. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.